Hello students, I'm Shivani Kai from Kolhapur, Assistant Professor, KTS College of Engineering. Okay, today we'll learn about the cloud computing. The contents in the PPT are referred from the zdnet.com and other websites like tutorialspoint.com. So for all this where we have referred, I have mentioned the courtesy. Thank you to those. Now we'll start. So it's like basically what is mean by cloud computing. Today we all are using cloud, right? Everybody is using the Google, so it's the best example for cloud. So what basically means in the technical terms in the cloud computing is, we can say cloud computing provides us a means by which we can access the applications or as utilities over the internet. For example, we are using Gmail. Okay, so it allows us to create, configure and customize the business applications and other things. So we can say that on demand it is a computing service. So cloud computing is nothing but it is giving us everything on a rent, whatever we want. Either it is giving it from application to storage till processing power, right? And we'll get it over internet and we have to pay accordingly whatever we are using. So some of the things are free at certain limit. Afterwards, if you like to use for businesses and extended application or extended usage, you have to pay per use, right? So cloud computing is basically you're getting the things on a rent rather than purchasing the things. You can hire it and you can just use it. Okay, then exactly how does the cloud computing work? Actually, the cloud computing works is, for example, you need something for your business. You need something to use, like you have to use a platform to code an application, or you would have to use some another things. So it might not be possible to purchase for the hardware or software for that certain project or for certain development of that applications. So what you can do is, if I have the things available, I can give it on a rent as in a cloud service, and if you need it, you will hire it and use it depending on your usage. So what we can say that rather than moving their own computing, I mean rather than purchasing the things, infrastructures, okay, companies can get access to anything from application to storage, which we have seen right now. Again, what is the benefit of using this cloud computing? Surely the benefit is that we need not have to purchase the things. Once you, if you'll purchase the thing, then there again the maintenance cost, then complexity of moving, maintaining this infrastructure, then updating it, keeping with the latest software trends available. So basically to it's like we'll be get rid of all these things if we'll use on cloud computing. So providers of cloud computing services can benefit from significant economies of scale by delivering the same service to wide range of customers. Like if someone is giving you a storage as a service, they can give on your whatever you're using. So as per your usage, they will charge you. Once you have done, they will flush out the data, and again the same thing they can use to give on a rent. So cloud computing is, we can say, even the people who have the infrastructure, they are earning, and the people who need it is also getting benefited of it. There are different types of cloud computing services is available. So cloud computing services is covers a range of options now, like storage, networking, processing power through to NLPs and AIs, as well as for standard office applications. So basically these services are broadly categorized into into. So if the famous examples or the youth know is the Netflix and the Gmail. So we all use the Netflix, so all use the Gmail. So it's the best examples of a cloud where it is providing its best services to the users. So everybody knows. So this is a well-known example of the cloud computing. In spite of that, a lot of cloud computing examples will see later. Okay, so the cloud computing services, which I have said, is basically broken down into three, or you can say divided into three parts, which we called as an infrastructure as a service. It refers to the fundamental building blocks of computing that can be rented, like it is a physical or virtual storage and working services. Then platform of a service. So people can get the platform to code or to write their applications on a rent. And infra as a service software as a service, platform as a service. So there are three broad categories of the cloud computing services. Okay, so what does the each service gives us, or what exactly which applications or things comes under those services, we'll see in the next slides. You can see that the cloud computing as a service, I mean as a infra as a service, then platform as a service and software as a services, how the revenue of it has got increased from 2016 to, it'll be like it's till 2022, that they predicted till 2021 also. So cloud computing as a service, as you can see, it is going increasing with respect to time. So we'll learn about this software as a service. So what is a software as a service? As a name, it's as its name indicates, software as a service, what it does is it utilizes the internet. Okay, what it does is it utilize the internet to deliver applications which are managed by the third party vendor to its users. So for example, billing and invoicing system, then CRM applications, and human resource solutions and help desk applications. There are lots of SaaS services available which is broadly used by the companies. So majority of the SaaS application run directly through your web browser, like will be running through our internet, which means they do not require any download or installation on the client. So as a customer on our side, we don't have to install anything. We just type a URL and start using it. So software as a service, I have given you lots of example for this. So that's the best we can say service which is used by the users. Then what are the characteristics? It's managed from a central location, hosted on a remote server. Just we know, just go through till get to know what are those characteristics. So when we'll use it, software as a service. So software as a service may be the most beneficial option in several situations, including where we have to do a startups of small companies that need to launch e-commerce quickly and don't have time to server issues or softwares. Then short-term projects. Okay, so we'll have applications that need both web and mobile access can also use the SaaS as a software as a service. So there are lots of, I mean, it is a very vast topic to discuss, but as in a quick way, I'm telling you that's in a SaaS, software as a service. Then next, the best service given by the cloud as a platform as a service. So cloud platform services also known as platform or service. So what it does is it provide cloud components to certain software while being used mainly for the applications. So platform as a service what it offers is offers a runtime environment for applications. It also offers development and deployment tools required to develop the application. So as its name indicate, platform as service gives the platform to the to the people who would like to develop something. They need the runtime environment to run their applications and all. So that's a platform as a service. Server storage and networking can be managed by the enterprise or the third party provider, while developers can maintain management of the place. So developer don't have to deal or take any tension about the environment. It is only given by the third party to by which they are hiring it. So it's a simple way to do your modification of the do the deployment and testing of your applications. The last is the infrastructure as a service. So cloud infrastructure service known as infra as a service are made of highly scalable and automated compute resources. Okay, so what it does is actually, so infra as a service provides access to fundamental resources such as physical machines, virtual machines, and virtual storage. Apart from these resources, it also offers us load balancers. Then it gives us virtual machine storage, virtual local area network, software bundles, a lot of things it could give us. It is also use servers, virtualizations, and all other stuff. So what does IaaS does? It allows the cloud provider to freely locate the infra or the internet in a cost effective manner. Okay, so IaaS is a fully self-service for accessing and monitoring computers, networking, storage, and other services. So it allows businesses to purchase resources on demand and depending on their need, rather than buying the things. Okay, so again, I mean, these are the three major services, which is cloud as a service, we could say, given by the cloud. And next, we are going to see the what are the different types of cloud computing models. Okay, so go through all this. If you have any queries, you can do comment, share, and like the video. Okay, so thank you. We'll meet soon for the next video, which is the types of cloud computing models. Thank you.